Good morning, Tucson. Welcome to Mineral City TV. It's a beautiful day here, and we're going to spend our first morning show here with our dealer, Earth Treasures, also known as Rick Kennedy. We're going to be in Building C today. You can show us up on the map. And we're going to go to room C4 to visit Rick. So let's go on inside and have a talk with Rick. Now, Rick is a legend in the mining community. Most known for his work at the Jackson Crossroads mine in Georgia and Hallelujah Junction mine in Nevada. So let's come on here and have a little chat with Rick. Hi, Rick.
Hey,
Great
morning,
to see
Ray.
you again.
Good to see you too.
You will notice that we will be wearing masks during the show. Yesterday with our outside performances, we didn't wear masks, but here at the show, it is not required, but encouraged to wear masks here in the show. So, Rick, thanks so much for having us here today, being with us here today. And can you tell us a little bit about the Jackson Crossroads mine?
I would be very happy to.
Great.
First of all, the Jackson's Crossroads mine is considered by many people to be the premier amethyst location in the United States of America.
Can't argue with that.
Part of the reason that's twofold. One is if you look at the color of that amethyst, there's very little iron in our amethyst. And so you don't get a lot of the browning or staining you get with a lot of other localities. The other thing that makes this location special is that the amethyst is actually the last of potentially 4 different crystallographic episodes where you had crystallization, then more crystallization, and the best amethyst was about the 5th time.
The 5th, wow.
4th or 5th, depending. And so you have it crystallizing on top of these lovely little druzy quartz crystals, and so you have a contrast you don't get from a lot of other places.
Yeah, the ones on the micro quartz crystals are my favorites.
Mine too. And the other fun thing about this is geologically this is a very old, like a lot of the whole area that runs all the way up and down the Appalachians, from Maine all the way down to Georgia. All these old granitics that have been weathered, and so there is a lot of mud. We collect by feel more than anything else at Jackson's Crossroads. As you saw in the picture that he just showed of Travis, our operator, we get very, very muddy, and we don't know the color generally until we go home with it.
Got to wash them up.
Got to wash them up, and the mud makes them look darker than they really are. So once you get all the mud off of them and they're still dark, wonderful at that point.
They're just beautiful. Can we take a look at one of them?
Absolutely. This is one I particularly like because you show it's doubly terminated amethyst on the druzy quartz.
That is beautiful. Did you mine this piece?
Yes, we did.
Awesome. So you can see the doubly terminated crystals, which I'm always a fan of. And then again, the contrast against the quartz really makes these pieces stand out quite a bit. That's beautiful. Thank you, Rick.
You're very welcome.
So, as well as the Jackson Crossroads mine, Rick is also very well known for his work at Hallelujah Junction. In this case over here, you can see just some of the best smoky quartz and amethyst scepters ever found. They're just incredible. So, Rick, maybe you could tell us a few words about Hallelujah Junction.
It is an amazing, amazing place. I'm going to grab this for the moment and let you take a look at it.
Oh, wow.
This is the best scepter we found last year. And again, just like at Jackson's Crossroads, at Hallelujah, we have different generations of crystal growth. And so on that, there's actually 3 generations. You have the stem, you have the initial scepter, and then you have an amethystine overgrowth. Those all happened at different times. And that's part of what makes the magic of the mine, plus big scepters.
Big scepters. No, absolutely. Just remarkable.
I've actually fit into one pocket. and I ain't small.
That is just incredible. I'm going to hand this back over to you, Rick, before I do something silly like drop it. And we don't want that to happen.
We do not want that to happen.
So yeah, we're going to just show you a few more of these amazing scepters in this case before we move along. And talk about the cover of the mineralogical record here.
Right. So this is, I think they named it the Epic Grail or something like that. It is the largest matrix specimen we have ever found. It's like 15 to 20 inches high.
Wow.
It is now in the MIM Museum, which we are very excited about.
I'm sure. What a great honor.
This took 5 years and is the result of mostly the work of Ian Merkel, with help from Paul Geffner, Joe George, Brittany Burkhart, and myself. We are all so excited and proud. It's going to come out next month in the March, April.
Cool. That'll be great.
So very, very excited about that.
Were you involved with the write-up as well?
Yes.
Oh, great, great, great.
Yeah, so I get author credit, which is very exciting.
Of course. Yes, that's great. And there was one other piece you wanted to show us too?
Yes, this is something that came from my personal collection.
I'll
let you hold the box.
Absolutely.
I named this Perseverance because I was not the first one, and then I'll let you hold that, to get to this pocket.
Wow.
Somebody else had started it, given up on it, and I went back and I got lucky and it just kept on going, and then all of a sudden I felt that little tug that said there's more there than just a point.
I
Took
know
my
that
time.
feeling.
There's no repairs on that piece. It is the pride of my personal collection for a Hallelujah scepter.
It is amazing how clean all these lines are up the stem.
And the gem stems are so pretty.
Indeed. Did you have to do a lot of prep work to it?
Some,
Yep.
but it's not as bad as a lot of places.
That is amazing. So, and that one is in Rick's personal collection. You guys can't have it. So, let's put this one away here. I'll hold the box again.
Thank you very much, sir. There we go.
All right. Well, Rick, thank you so much for taking
pleasure,
a few minutes
Raymond.
to tell us about these just amazing pieces. Anybody who wants to talk to Rick personally, come down to room C4 in Building C at Mineral City. And I want to thank everyone for joining us for our first episode today. Join us again at 1 o'clock.